Hello everybody, this is Elron from Keep It Simple, and today we are going to work through a question from Edexcel Specimen Set 1, question 15. Show that 2x squared minus 3x minus 5 over x squared plus 6x plus 5 can be written in the form ax plus b over cx plus d, where a, b, c and d are integers. Let's start by underlining the keywords in the question. Integers most definitely is a keyword, and hopefully you remember that an integer is a positive or negative whole number. So this A, this B, this C and this D have to be either a positive or negative whole number. Let's have a look at the expression. 2x squared minus 3x minus 5 is written in the form ax squared plus bx plus c, and so is the denominator ax squared plus bx plus c. Therefore, when we factorize it, we are going to have two sets of brackets. Now we need to try and figure out what goes inside our double brackets. Let's start with the numerator. So the numerator is 2x squared minus 3x minus 5. Now, if you're wondering why we're going to factorize it, the reason we're factorizing is because we are hoping that once we factorize the numerator and once we factorize the denominator, we will get a common factor. And if we have a common factor, hopefully one of the pairs of brackets will cancel out. So the way I'm going to factorize this is I'm going to multiply a with c. In this case, it's going to be 2 with 5. Now I'll do some side working out. If I do a different color, let's do it in red. So a times c is going to be 2 times minus 5, which will give me minus 10. Now the rule is I need to find two numbers that multiply to give me minus 10, and the same two numbers add to give me b, which in this case is going to be minus 3. So I need to find two numbers that multiply to give me minus 10, and the same two numbers, when I add them, gives me b, which in this case is minus 3. Now a little bit of trial and error, a little bit of mental arithmetic. I believe the numbers are going to be minus 5 and 2. So let's try that. Minus 5 and 2. So minus 5 times 2 is minus 10, and minus 5 add 2 is indeed minus 3. So this is how I factorize this quadratic, and this works for every type of quadratic when the coefficient of x squared is greater than the 1. That's a. So if a is greater than 1, so if a, this number here, is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, this method works every single time. I draw my double brackets like so, and in my double brackets I'm going to write 2x and 2x. So this value here without the square, 2x and 2x. And now I'm going to write my two numbers, which was minus 5 and 2. Now it doesn't matter which order, so I'll just write 2x minus 5 and 2x plus 2. Now at least one of the brackets will hopefully be able to simplify, and indeed this second bracket has a common factor of 2. So what we're going to do, we're going to divide this bracket here by 2. The first bracket is going to remain the same, so it's going to be 2x minus 5. 2x divided by 2 is x. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So the factorization of the numerator, 2x squared minus 3x minus 5, is 2x minus 5, x plus 1. And you can check this answer if you expand the brackets, so you can draw your double claw, it will equal 2x squared minus 3x minus 5. So this was our top, or the numerator. We're now going to do the bottom, which is a little bit easier. X squared plus 6x plus 5. And I'll do some side working out for this one as well. I'll do it in a different color. Let's do it in blue. Now the rule for this one is a little bit simpler. You need to find two numbers that multiply to give you c, which in this case is going to be 5, and the same two numbers they need to add to give you b, which in this case is 6. Now a little bit of mental arithmetic. I believe the numbers are going to be 5 times 1 is 5. 5 add 1 is indeed 6. So I'll go back to the black pen. I'm going to draw myself 2 sets of brackets. Now we know that x times x will give us the x squared value. And our two numbers are 5 and 1, so it's going to be x plus 5 and x plus 1. Now if I can just move all of this, so if I move this working out over here, and then I'll continue my working out. So our numerator and the denominator have now been factorized, so we now have 2x minus 5 in one bracket, x plus 1 in the other, over x plus 5 and x plus 1. Now we were hoping that there will be a common factor in the numerator and denominator, and yes, you've spotted it, x plus 1. We can cancel the x plus 1 with the x plus 1, and we are going to be left with 2x minus 5 over x plus 5. Now let's have a look. They wanted our answer to be written in this form here, ax plus b, where a, b, c, and d. So the a is going to be 2, the b is going to be minus 5, c is going to be 1, there's invisible 1 here, and d is going to be 5. Are they positive or negative whole numbers? Yes, they are. Therefore, we have answered the question. Now this method never changes. In order to simplify this fraction here, they haven't said the word simplifying the question, but that's what they mean. You factorize the numerator, factorize the denominator, and cancel out the common factors. This is Elrond, and I hope this video was useful and you learned something. Please hit like and subscribe. Signing out.